Count 1, unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony, find the defendant guilty.
The 12 jurors finding Chauvin guilty of second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter. A deputy leading the 45-year-old out of the courtroom in handcuffs.
Tonight, the crowd outside Cup Foods in Minneapolis erupting in cheers as they learned of Derek Chauvin's conviction in George Floyd's death.
There we go. Juzang, floater, short. He got his own rebound and
scored with 3.3. Gonzaga for the win.
Backs it in at the buzzer.
Back out, Flagler, who can shoot it. Butler, step back three.
Kansas are the only Power 5 schools in the country that won.
Former police officer Kim Potters arrested and jailed, facing a charge of second-degree manslaughter in the death of 20-year-old Dante Wright. In a statement, prosecutors say Potter abrogated her responsibility to protect the public when she used her firearm rather than her taser.
Officers are responding to a call of shots fired in the early morning hours of March 29th in Chicago's Little Village neighborhood. In a matter of seconds, a pursuit turns deadly. 13-year-old Adam Toledo was killed. Police say a gun was found at the scene.
A massive protest over the police shooting death of 13-year-old Adam Toledo turning into an hours-long peaceful march.
The Capitol is on lockdown at this hour as a result of a security threat.
Deadly attack just steps from the Capitol, where a suspect rammed that blue car into a barricade about 100 yards from the Senate entrance.
Dead bodies are being burned in mass cremations.
India gasping for breath. In the words of one overwhelmed nurse, the country's second wave is now the world's deadliest surge. In the capital, Delhi, hospitals overwhelmed, out of oxygen, shattering world records for the fourth day in a row. More than 2,700 dead in just 24 hours, and nearly 350,000 new cases today.
The FDA and the CDC has announced that they are now recommending a pause in the use of Johnson & Johnson's vaccine. The move, both agencies saying, is being taken out of an abundance of caution as health officials are investigating safety issues with that shot.
The death toll has now topped a staggering 3 million people, according to Johns Hopkins University. More than 570,000 Americans have lost their lives to the coronavirus.
In what's becoming an all-too-familiar scene, people running from a store or mall with their hands up after a shoot. A gunman opened fire inside a West Hempstead, Long Island Stop and Shop supermarket earlier today. Police say the gunman killed a 49-year-old employee and shot 2 other workers.
Overnight, George, a gunman opened fire at a FedEx ground facility in Indianapolis. At least 8 people killed. Multiple others rushed to the hospital with injuries.
70-year-old physician Robert Leslie and his wife Barbara were found slain in their home. Beside them were the bodies of 2 of their grandchildren, ages 5 and 9. The 5th person killed was an air conditioner repairman who was shot outside the house, along with a co-worker who was in critical condition. The suspect was identified, a former high school sports star who was drafted into the NFL and became a professional football player.
Buckingham Palace that Prince Philip, the husband of Queen Elizabeth, has died at the age of 99. A statement from the palace has been made. It is with deep sorrow that Her Majesty the Queen announces the death of her beloved husband, His Royal Highness the Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh.